That's really good. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, I will send an email later on to
Lovely talking to you, Anna. Take care.
email will just
Quite a few beers. The arena where the action takes place is a bit of a mess. So
Cameron, do not go to those sides. Stay. Remy.
So, it's very close to
sorry.
And sometimes in the morning they say. Acting this way, yeah.
Deal with what would probably be their riskiest.
so, like, it's the same energy as the people are talking about who make it reality. They think they know how to have a good time when you think it's just like, there's enough in the world. Do it in a way that no one can.
They'll be louder.
Don't say that.
Bye.